Welcome back to the Aging Parent Playbook. Today, we're diving into one of the most misunderstood aspects of long-term care planning, Medicaid spend-down rules. Too many families assume Medicaid will automatically cover their aging parents' care. But here's the reality. Medicaid has strict income and asset limits, and if your parent doesn't qualify, they may have to spend thousands before receiving any help. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how Medicaid determines eligibility for long-term care, what assets count and what doesn't, how to legally protect assets while qualifying for Medicare. So if you're a parent may need nursing home care, home health aides, or assisted living in the future, this episode is for you. So let's talk about the basics of Medicaid eligibility. Medicaid has two main financial requirements. Income limits. In most states, a single applicant can't earn more than $2,500 per month. This varies by state. And asset limits. Your parent can have more than $2,000 in countable assets. So what's considered a countable asset? Savings, checking accounts, investments, and second properties. Most retirement accounts, unless structured properly. Cash value of life insurance policies above a certain amount. What's not counted against Medicaid eligibility? Primary home, if a spouse still lives there, one car, personal belongings, and household items. Also, prepaid burial plans. So, for you, I want you to find out your parents' total assets. If they have more than $2,000 in countable assets, they may need a Medicaid spend-down plan. So, what is the Medicaid spend-down process? If your parent has too many assets, they must spend down in order to qualify for Medicaid. But this must be done carefully to avoid penalties. So here are some common spend down mistakes to avoid. Giving money or property to family members. Medicaid has a 5-year look-back rule. If your parent gives money to anyone, Medicaid may deny coverage for months or even years. Another thing is failing to plan early. Many families want to wait until a crisis to apply for Medicaid, only to find out they don't qualify. So some smart ways to spend down without losing everything is prepaid funeral and burial expenses. This is a legal way to spend assets while planning ahead. Pay off debt and medical expenses. Medicaid allows funds to be used for outstanding bills. Modify their home for safety, installing a stair lift, a wheelchair ramp, or home modifications can be an improved spend-down expense. Use a Medicaid-compliant annuity. This legally converts assets into income to meet Medicaid rules. If your parent may need Medicaid in the future, I highly encourage you to talk to an elder law attorney about safe spend-down strategies. So, what is the Medicaid look-back rule and how to avoid penalties? Medicaid reviews financial transactions from the last 5 years before approving benefits. If they find large gifts or money transfers, they may deny coverage. Let's say if your parents gifted $50,000 to a family member within the past 5 years, Medicaid could deny coverage for months or years. So how do we avoid these look-back penalties? If gifting money, do it more than 5 years before applying for Medicaid. Use a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, and this legally shelters assets from Medicaid rules. Keep records of all financial transactions. Medicaid will ask for bank statements, property records, and insurance policies. So I want you to review financial records with your parent to ensure they haven't made transactions that could delay Medicaid approval. Medicaid planning isn't just for the elderly. It's for families who want to protect their parents' assets while ensuring they get the care they need. So, if this episode helped, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. And if you're looking for more personalized Medicaid planning guidance, please visit www.theagingparentcoach.com for more information about scheduling a consult with me. As always, take care.